What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 11 now of the No Man Land series with me, Forklift Farmer 95, and we've got a lot to talk about. It's June, we got to turn in our soybean harvest, but a lot has happened since the end of episode 10. I did a lot offline, but I'm just going to go ahead and go through it with you. I went ahead and bought the land that the shop was on and the two posts for the trees and the rocks. I cut the one with the rocks and resold the land. So I left some of this stuff just to still look like rocks, even though it's just painted texture. I did all this to get rid of that rock for in the middle of our field over that way, and yeah, it was getting on my nerves, and I finally decided, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna get rid of it. Some other things that have happened. Let me see if I can feed Garrison. Will it let me? It's glitching out. I can bet you that. There we go. Alright, so first things first, I have set everything in the greenhouse to selling now, so it won't leave the pallets here, just something less to deal with. I did spend, you'll notice the money as I start talking, but excuse me, I went ahead and spent some money and got us a proper honey setup here. Got me a trailer to haul it with. Got a little garage to keep it out of the weather. But yeah, this thing's pretty cool. I just pick up the pallets, take them to the trailer, and boom, it goes on there. Now, the money. You want to know where the money went to? I'm about to show you. I sold everything almost. I sold the harvester, the Fiat, the roller. I have decided I'm not rolling the fields anymore I think it gives me like an extra 1%. So I'm just not even going to put the wear and tear on the tractor at this point. But here's what we spent the money on. We have got the largest John Deere planter that we could get with the fertilizer barrel added on. So that takes way less time to plant. And we've also still got our fertilizer here. I hope to still invest in a sprayer at some point, because still with that fertilizer, even though its width is large, it's taken forever to do that. But yeah, I think we've done pretty good. Like I said, our yield on the fields without rolling them are 95%, and I'm fine with that. Got a dog barking here. But yeah, so yeah, I pretty much sold everything almost. We've got the side by side left, our large John Deere tractor, and the truck here, which I have got to fill 3 times to get everything up to the shop and see what we can get for it. So this holds 30, I want to say. But yeah, as you can see in the background there, I went ahead and got rid of that large rock, and that'll make whenever we get our plow to redo the fields, we can actually make that a square field, and I think that'll make things a little bit easier. But yeah, I like that. That honey trailer was a good investment for sure. But yeah, I figured cutting that post wouldn't matter as much. It still looks like there's a bunch of rocks on the map, except for that one I took out, so I'm not going to worry about it that much. So yeah, this profit obviously that took a large bit of my money. I sold what I had of the vegetables, the tomatoes, and the lettuce, and I sold all the strawberries. Sold the combine header, the roller, the Fiat tractor, just to give myself some extra money, and went and bought that seeder, and it was quite expensive. So I felt like it was something we needed to invest in. Our next investments are obviously a sprayer and excuse me, are going to be a sprayer and a actual combine, like one that can take the heat of all those large fields and not take forever. And maybe eventually a larger truck and trailer to haul this stuff. But we're going to see what 30 liters gets us here. Almost done. That gave us almost, yeah, 100, just over $190,000. Also, I did cut down a couple of trees just to try this truck out with it, and I can open either side or the back of it, so that worked out pretty well too. So if I get in a tight pinch on money, it'll be way easier to cut the trees down. One thing I have not done yet is check the store. Yeah, nothing really in there right now. Now we are on episode 11 now, so my main focus is going to be getting those last two large machines that we need, because we've already got the biggest planter we can get, or seeder, whatever it is. We've got our honey operation down pat, so we'll be able to fill that trailer up till February each year. And like I said, I'm going to square that one field up. That'll add some tillable acreage to the farm as well. And yeah, I just want to, whoops, okay, let's try this again. I want to make sure we're growing in a positive direction here. Another thing I'd eventually like to do is get myself a larger house. Something a little bit more, I don't know, not extravagant, but something a little bit larger, maybe. But that'll come after we get all our equipment established and have all the land we want, pretty much. I'm not sure how many more plots I'm going to buy for our farm. I might have my own 35 and 36 to make it a perfect little rectangle, and that should be fine. This main, like, the whole purpose of this series is to just grow my farm, which is the reason I haven't tried to put in any different businesses or communities or stuff like that. It's just about my farm and me being able to survive in the middle of no man land. So, yeah, we're just going to keep pressing forward to that. And there we go. And yeah, we'll have one more, I think, half trailer after this. Something like that. The only thing I'm noticing about this truck is, whoops, must have already changed the, yeah, I must have accidentally changed where it empties out at. But that's the cool thing about this truck, it can empty out the sides and the back. They all open. That got us to 551. So now we'll go get the last, yeah, tip side right, see? So I can change it back to the back door there. But yeah, after that last 14, 15,000 liters, we'll see exactly where we're standing, and we'll decide what we need to get going for ourselves there. I've been doing little side jobs like cutting down trees and doing some landscaping and stuff like that for the most part while we've been in between episodes. And yeah, like I said, I changed the main reason behind changing the greenhouse to selling was just to have the profit after I sleep, pretty much. And instead of having to load up a trailer or the truck each time, I can just, you know, I can do that, which I could if I wanted to set myself up I could get the same trailer that the honey's in and do the exact same thing over there for the pallets if I wanted to, but then it will only take one thing, you know, so I mean, I can only put tomatoes in the trailer or only put strawberries, so I would end up needing 3 trailers. Now, if I wanted to, I could just stop growing one of the vegetables or the strawberries, but I'm not that worried about it. I think it's doing fine on selling as well. I do like my little setup there. The trailer was a cool mod to find in the mod hub, so I was glad I found that, because picking each, like, having to get the pallets and put them into the truck bed one at a time. Each time I was ready to load up was kind of annoying. So with that there, I can just, every time some pallets spawn after I sleep or something like that, I can just go put them right into the trailer and they can sit there for the whole year pretty much. So that is, I like that. I don't mind that at all. But yeah, we'll give us this last little woo. That was a little Dukes of Hazzard for you there. That was a nice sharp turn. I'm digging this truck. It's great for like shuttling stuff. Like I said though, the brakes on it are wonky. Like if you're going over 35, you got to hit the brakes like 100 yards before you're actually ready to stop. But it is working for what we need it to right now. Alright, so that puts us at 653. So that right there leaves us decisions to make pretty much. Now, the good thing about the plowing situation, as far as like what we're doing with our fields, I'm almost at the point now where I probably won't add too many huge fields. I might add a small one or two fields to finish off the farm, and I'm going to stop there. I'm not going to sit here and make 30 different fields. And like I said, I lean towards the soybeans. Just one, the profit's bigger. I know it's not really diverse, but I'll probably, in one of my next series, deal with more crops. Right now, we're just trying to survive as a soybean farmer. Don't do it, Garrus. Okay. Loves to run out in front of the truck for some reason. But yeah, we got our large planter, and I'm not going to buy another roller. I'm just not going to worry about it at this point. 95's fine with me. I mean, we're usually only getting to about 97, 98 anyways. So, trying to close my, there we go. It's the only downside about this, it's got a lot of buttons. We'll put that up, and yeah, I guess we'll go into the mod hub here and see what our options are. I know I want a John, that's 285, 550, that's everything we got almost. We got a 226, 382 horsepower, holds 8,800 to 100 or 14,100. 8,800 is pretty good. Let's see, that one holds 10,600 and it's 272. That was 263, holds 10,000. Let's see, we got 24, 26 miles per hour on both of those. What was the other cheap one? What was the stats on that one? Holds 10,000, 24 miles per hour, 285. 387 horsepower, so I'm leaning towards one of the cheaper ones, obviously. I would say, let's look at, we will look at this one first. I'm fine with the 8,800 liters, that's not going to bother me. Wheel brand, usually we go with Michigan or Michelin, my bad. Michelin or Lizard, probably go with the Lizard tires. A wheel setup, crawler tracks, I mean that's cool. I don't know if we need them. Larger crawler tracks, double wheels, that's also cool. Let's see. Twin wheels. Transport. Got the weights on it, I think. Standard. I think we're gonna go with standard 2. Front signaling. What's that? Signal lock. Oh, okay, I don't really care about that much. Don't care about numbers. The chipper. Hmm. Excuse me. Just stick with Model 1 there. Don't care about warning stickers. I'm out here by myself. Not really big on the. I don't really care about much of this. Monitors, it's got a monitor in it, it'll be okay. Rear gauge, pipe. I think the 6.9 will be fine. Yeah, we're not going to add no money to it. And boom. We've got us a harvester. Now we just need to get us a header to go with it. And that one comes with the 7.6 meter. I don't know if we've got bigger. Let's go look and see if a bigger header is available for this one. That's the one we're looking at. The super big one requires, I'm not sure exactly, that was massive, 89,000. Let's look at this one. I kind of feel like we need that one. It's bigger, it'll take less time. It is expensive, but it is what it is. Let's go see if it'll even work with it. That's the main thing. If it won't, we just lost some money, but it's okay. I think it'll work. It hooks up to it. So hey, I'm satisfied with that. We've got us a good combine. A little front heavy, but it'll be okay. It'll do the job. Matter of fact, let me check real quick. Look at the back of it. Let's see how much it changes. Not too bad. As long as them tires stay on the ground, I'm good. But yeah, I'm gonna get this back to the farm, and I will click you guys back in. Alright guys, so I got the combine back, and I went ahead and slept through to October, and pretty much the way I do it is I'll sleep. When I wake up in the next month, I'll come out here and I'll load the honey onto the trailer and just check the greenhouse, make sure I feed Garrus, and then I'll go back and sleep again. So now that we're through to October, this is sitting at 11,009 liters, which is pretty good. I cannot remember. I can go look and see how much this. Anything in the store good? No. But I can go look and see how much this holds. This one holds 16. Okay, holds 16, so that's doing pretty good. But yeah, we are here, and it is time to try out our new combine for the first time. Got the header sitting over here. We just got to jump in our new toy here. And yeah, we're going to take off. Let's go ahead and unfold the harvester. This is going to be, I'm pretty excited about this. We'll probably start on the small field this time. We usually do start on the big fields first, but we're going to go see how this new one does. Hopefully nothing too, like I said, this, excuse me, I had to clear my throat. This new header seems super heavy, so we're going to see how well this goes for us. Turn her on, take off. Seems to be working so far. Yep. And either way you slice it, this thing's going to go 6 miles per hour with the header on it, so it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty excited about this, because, I mean, it may be the same speed as that other combine, but it is, this header covers 3 or 4 of what that Massey Ferguson was doing, so it should not take as long. go ahead and set an AI worker to it. And yeah, I'll get these. I'm gonna get all 3 fields harvested, and I will bring you guys back in to see what we end up with after all our little modifications and not rolling and stuff like that. So I will get with you guys in a little bit. Alright, what's up guys? I went ahead and sent through to February on that. I rented the plow and squared up this field. Well, rectangled up this field. It turned out pretty nice. There's a bump in the middle of it. It would not let me fix right here, so I just have to be careful of that bump each time. But it turned out pretty good, and I'll show you what we ended up with. So before that modification to that field, obviously, we still ended up with 84,348 liters of soybeans, which is better than last year, and there wasn't even that much critiquing to the fields. So we were in pretty good shape, I would say there. I'm going to take you with me to see what kind of profit we get from our honey. The trailer is almost full. It holds 16, I think. We're just gonna get that hooked up and make sure we've got everything, but you see it's almost full there, so I don't even necessarily think all this is gonna fit in there, but we'll see what goes in there. Use whatever I can fit. If I can fill it up, that's great. And there we go. We'll see how much is in there. Just shy of 16, so it ended up pretty good. I don't have no stray pallets, right? Nope. Alright, so I think we've got a pretty good system down for that. Already fed Garrett, so we will take this to the store and see what kind of money we get. So I think we're sitting pretty good. We've got our greenhouse selling constantly. That's making good money. We'll see what a full year's worth of honey in this trailer looks like, obviously. And like I said, I can't remember exactly through the whole setup if that was a full year's worth, but either way, this trailer's full, and I am happy with that. So once we see the profit on this, we'll decide our next move. Have not checked the store yet today. There's a sprayer on sale. I have to remember that. Is that it? Yeah. So yeah, we'll get over here and see what kind of profit we're looking at. That sprayer's 250, so I don't know if I want to spend that kind of money right now. And let's see what we got. I guess I should just pull all the way onto it. I don't know if I have to click unload or go over here. It says sell wood, but that's not wood. Okay, let's try start overloading. Is that it? Oh boy. Okay. We made, what does that say? 53,000. So not too shabby. Yep, I'll go put this back and we'll start all over again with that. So that is a good, I like that profit. That's a good profit. Can't argue it. It almost makes me want to sell the greenhouse and just set up a whole nother 3 beehives with the shelter and another trailer, honestly. But it's going all right. We're doing good. What I'm thinking is maybe buying more land is what I'm hoping to do. I really don't want to run that freaking fertilizer spreader again, that small one. It takes forever on these fields. Man, it's difficult decisions. I could just completely go broke if I wanted to, and yeah, I could just completely go broke and buy that fertilizer spreader, the sprayer. I could just buy the spreader and buy the land I want. I'm not sure yet. Here, you know what? I know one thing I can do that would help out. Oh, whoops, not the weight instead of the trailer. Alright, so that's good to go. So that's my biggest decision right now is, do I buy the sprayer? Or do I get the land and make another field? Well, you know what? Either way, I'm not going to use that fertilizer sprayer anymore. That spreader. So, what's that worth? 10,000 bucks? Cool. Alright, so here's what, I'll show you what I'm thinking over here. Just to increase tillable acreage, like I'm constantly trying to do. I'm thinking of buying this plot here. Let me show you in construction so I can show you from the air. Thinking of buying this plot, 36, and then cutting the trees that are in the way down so I don't have to cut them too. But I've got these small trees right here. This one more over here. Yep. So I've got those, and what I'm thinking is, what if I cut those down, use the profit to rent my plow, which I should have bought by now with all I'm doing, and then just go this way, like right on the edge of the road. And I can make me a large square or a rectangle field here maybe. Because I would want to go probably from right here. I'm going to go right here to the road. That doesn't end up being a big field though, that's the only problem. It'd be a decent size, I guess. So either that, or I go ahead and buy 35, and pretty much it's the same thing here. I just take care of the trees that I absolutely need to, and then make me a huge field this way, all the way up this hill, a huge square field. Looking at it now, I think that's what I'll do. I'll probably just go with 35, it's less trees to cut down as well. Yeah, it's three trees instead of all those. So I might buy this plot, cut them trees down, rent the plow. I'll probably cut these trees down too, just for the income, for the extra money. So yeah, let's plan on that. I'm gonna buy this plot, cut them trees down, plow my field in. I don't know how far the field will go. It might go all the way across if I can fight this hill. Yeah, so maybe all the way across. So that is the plan, ladies and gentlemen. Get the plow, get the mulcher that I should have bought by now, because I just keep using it. And yeah, we'll go ahead and get these trees hauled off and all that good stuff. And then when it's time to fertilize the fields, I'll just maybe rent a sprayer. I'm thinking, whether it's one that attaches to my John Deere or the full self-propelled one, I'll just rent one and fill it up with just enough fertilizer. I think that'll be fine. Yeah, we've got 85 in there, I think. So we should be good to go here. We've got a nice little setup. We'll go ahead and get that field in this way. And I'll get back with you guys after I have accomplished all that stuff. I'll be back with y'all in however long it takes me to do all this. Alright guys, I'm sim through to April, about to get started planning, and I'm going to show you what I ended up with. So, good news and bad news. Bad news first. I wanted to buy 35, but most of this was on 36. So I ended up buying both plots. The good news is I won't, if that's where I'm stopping my farm, I'm pretty much done buying plots of land, and I can focus on saving money and updating equipment when I need to from now on. We do have our huge field made, which is nice. A nice rectangle field. I've stayed away from this hill, even though I could put another field on it if I wanted to. But like I said, I've stayed away from that hill as much as I can to not put any more stress on the equipment. And eventually I can cut down these trees, get the money, and make me another small rectangle field here. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take April and plant, and I'll probably bring you guys back in June for us to turn in our soybean harvest from last season, and we're gonna keep kicking it. Alright everyone, as you can see, I've got a load train and a half here. I went ahead and simmed through June. As you can see, we've got 2 new fields here on our 2 new plots we bought. Both fertilized, ready to go. Yields are between 95 and 97, so that is going to be a lot of soybeans come next harvest. I went ahead and watch out, Garish. Jeez, man. He's always trying to get hit. What's wrong with him? As you can see, I have rented a dolly and a semi-trailer because I didn't want to make 4 trips in our little shuttle truck with our soybean harvest from last season this time around. So I'm hoping the trailer will pull it. The trailer. I know the trailer will hold it, but I'm hoping this tractor will pull it. Because it's going to just about fill this trailer up. I think this trailer holds 90 and we had 85, so it's going to be interesting to see how well the tractor does hauling all of this. But definitely a very good harvest last season, going to be even more next year, so I might need to invest in one of these trailers eventually. There's still some stuff I need. Oh yeah, we're good. As far as stuff I still need, I need a larger tractor if one ever becomes available. I don't know if I'm going to buy it with this profit here because they run kind of steep. This tractor is getting stuff done. I need to take it to the shop and get the maintenance done on it. I'll probably do that after this. And yeah, I still need at least one more large tractor, a sprayer because I rented one this just last month. I rented it, and I've still got some spray left in the barn in the shop back there, so I need to I need to buy a sprayer eventually so I can just keep doing this, or I just keep renting one. I'm not quite sure yet. I think it'll be cheaper in the long run to keep renting one, but I also like to, for the sake of the farm, own one. And I feel like we still need a truck and a trailer like this. How much? I want to look at something real quick before I get it there. Oh look, there's a truck right there. Can pull 8 tons. I don't know if that's strong enough to. How much does a tractor pull? Yeah, 13.2 tons. I think this trailer requires like 8.5, 9 tons to be pulled. So that truck probably wouldn't cut it. I don't think, unless it's got an engine upgrade available. Let's do a nice little turn here. Very nice. Alright, so let's see what we got here, everybody. Yep, let's go for it. The money's going up. Let's see what we got. Slowly rising. Oh wow. Yeah, this turned out to be next year is gonna be big money. Mm-hmm. 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 And do we make 7? We do. Yeah, that's awesome. That's big money right there. Let's go ahead and return that. Let's go back to the store real quick. Engine 505. It still only pulls 8 tons though, so I'm not. Well, let's see. I think it goes on horsepower, right? It should go on horsepower. How much horsepower does my tractor have? 388 horsepower. Or maybe I'm looking at it wrong. Maybe that's how much it weighs. Maybe. I might be wrong. Hmm. See, now I'm not sure. Um, dang. I kind of feel like I should go ahead and get this while it's on sale. I never get this stuff while it's on sale, and I feel crappy about it. That's 76,000. You know what? I'll wait. There'll be another truck that comes up in there. First things first. Let's do what we gotta do here. This tractor's got 38 hours on it, which I don't feel like is that bad, so I'm not planning on getting rid of it anytime soon. This has been my workhorse since I bought it, so. Go in here. Does that need? Go ahead and repair that. Repair 7,000. Yes, I'm not worried about repainting it. Got that fixed. And now we'll take this back to the barn real quick, and then we'll decide what our next step is. I'll get this back to the shop and get you guys back in for some decision making. Alright guys, we are back on the farm. I'm going to get this bad boy parked real quick, and then we are going to do some shopping. So the way I feel, I've got this fertilizer left here. This is 102 kilograms. That's 333 liters, 2,000 liters. This one's full. This one's not, obviously. So, go into the store here. First off, I want to look at the self-propelled sprayers. I do have, this one's $259, this one's $489. Definitely not going with the Rubicon because that's very expensive. Now looking at this is 195,000, but you have to buy this, so 195 plus 84. You're looking at about 280, yeah, somewhere around 280. This one's 259. Main difference I'm seeing here, this one is slower, it holds, let's see, let's because if we look at this, this holds 4,542, and it runs at 19 miles per hour. This one holds 4,200. God, I want that. Can you change the color on this one? No. But that might be the cheaper option here. Yeah. You know what? Everything don't have to be John Deere on the farm, obviously, so I think we're going to, let's see, different tires. Yeah, I guess it really doesn't matter. I think we're going to go ahead and get us a sprayer, and that leaves us with 446. Now, that takes care of that issue. Now, one thing I do want to look at, this is the one we have now. I would like to, or is it, I can't remember right now, but I definitely need another tractor, but these are all going to be pretty high. It's 428. Then you got the, geesh, we could have, I just want to look at this one. Look at that thing. Okay. Anyways, a big bug would be nice. Just to say we own one, you know, but we've only got 446. So, I mean, if I wanted to, I would say maybe this one. This one's got a ton of power. Even the, well, let's see. So if I 340, that's only with 100,000. I don't know if I want to blow everything I've got on this right now. You know what? We've got the tractor. Let's get over here to this real quick. I feel like I might need to go ahead and buy, at least go ahead and fill it up. Part of the way. I've got a full one and a little bit of change. So that's good. Yeah, I've got a full one and some change back at the shop, so that'll be okay. I don't know what I want to do. At least I've got the sprayer now. So I mean, this is the same one pretty much I rented, and it did the job in like 50. It did all of my fields in like 20 minutes. So you know what? We've got a sprayer. That's freaking wicked. That's, all we're missing is a big tractor and a tractor trailer and semi-trailer, which I don't have to have. If I get that big tractor, then I can just buy a dolly because it's super cheap, and then I can just get a trailer next year, I think, because our harvest is going to be significant. So I mean, we got 500,000 this year. Next year it should be around 6 or 7. So maybe the name of the game, watch out now. Maybe the name of the game right now is not wasting all of our money, if we can help it. But let's go ahead and get this thing filled up with that fertilizer and get it parked. I think it'll fit in here. Should anyways. Yes. Yes. Go ahead and fill that up some more while I get a sip of coffee. And we still got a little bit left in that one, so that's fine. Get this backed up some more. And we're pretty good. We'll leave some room in case we get another toy. Okay, so we got that. Let's go ahead and think about Okay, so here's a decision. Now, this is nice, but I mean, this serves a lot of purposes. It's a shuttle for the soybeans when we harvest, and it is also. I mean, I can put trees in it when I cut them down. I'm thinking, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I can probably take this up to the shop really quick and just see what they offer me for it. And that will free up some more money as well. So, yeah, let's get this up to the shop and see what we got going on. Alright, everybody, so I made a huge mistake and forgot to hit record on my last video. So, yeah, a lot has changed here at going on the end of episode 11. But I'm going to go ahead and show you everything I did pretty much just to get us caught up. I'm all the way in April after planting. Right now, I've still got to fertilize everything next month and then we'll be ready to turn in our soybean harvest from last year. But yeah, I pretty much added a barn over here with a nice driveway and ended up buying the semi that was on sale and a trailer, which is why the money is so low between that and the barn and all the landscaping and stuff like that. So that's why the money is almost gone, which we'll get back in June. But yeah, I pretty much screwed up, forgot to hit record. And yeah, it is what it is. I had something messed up. So hopefully that is forgivable. But yeah, I went ahead and went all the way through the planning stage. And I'm just going to have to start episode 11 off with the spraying of the crops. And we'll just pick up where we left off pretty much. And eventually after, this will probably be the last growing period where I just sim through the entire year pretty much. So I'll probably start doing some things in between just to make more product for this series, obviously. But yeah, this will be the end of episode 11 here, and like I said, again, I'm sorry that I skipped through so much there. I thought I had hit record, but it is what it is. I'm going to keep doing a little side work here, and I will see you guys on episode 12 for fertilizing and turning in our harvest.